Hi, this is Katie, very dressed up, I know. I'm going out to eat tonight to a pizza place. But I was just like really in the mood to like be a little bit more dolled up than normal. So I put on this like, can you tell what material this is? Like a dress shirt. This is a dress shirt that has like a little button here. And then my like $12 necklace from Amazon and these new earrings that I got that I freaking love. I love these earrings. I love them. I love them. And put my hair back. I'm all fancy today, but I wanted to vlog a little bit. Maybe I'll show you the pizza. We're going to Italia, which is one of my favorite, it's probably my favorite pizza in Nashville in terms of gluten-free pizza. It's out in East Nashville, and so I'm going there. Maybe I'll show you the pizza that I get. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I just wanted to vlog a little bit before that too. So the updates. If you follow me on Instagram, you might already know this. I highly recommend if you ever want news quicker, follow me on Instagram, because sometimes I tell you guys things over there a couple days before you find out here. Just like, not all the time, but sometimes. And so one thing that they did find out sooner is that my Tamagotchi died. I just woke up a couple days ago and that's what it looked like. I don't know if you can see, there's like a grave and like a ghost, I think. Yeah, a ghost. So he lived for, I think like 2 weeks or a couple days, over 2 weeks. He may have been like 15 or 16 because a day is a year in Tamagotchi land. So he may have been like 15. And then he was fine at night. He was totally fine and fed and bathed. And then next morning I woke up and that's what I woke up to. So I needed to tell you guys. Obviously with the Tamagotchi, if you don't know, it's just like a digital pet. And they had them when I was younger, and that's like the newer version with like games and like really extra fun stuff. I got it a few weeks ago. But yeah, I just woke up and he died. Like the game died essentially. Like, you know, like my character died in the game. It's kind of like the equivalent. And you can just, on games like that, you can just like reset it and you'll get a new Tamagotchi. You'll get a new little pet. I just haven't done it yet. But anyway, that's the news on that. I just wanted to tell you guys because I've shown you him many times. Besides that, I have a bunch of new clothes up on my Poshmark, which is like a place that you can sell your gently used items. And so I have a bunch more clothes because I've just been going through, I'm kind of in like the spring cleaning mode in late September, fall cleaning, but that's not the term, it's spring cleaning, but you guys know what I mean. I really like want to go through all my stuff and get rid of anything that doesn't fit me or that I'm not wearing. And since I did gain a little bit of weight, some of my jeans don't fit. And there's like 1 or 2 tops that don't fit or that I just like don't really wear anymore. And so I put all that on my Poshmark. If you're interested, most of the jeans are a size 26 and then the tops would be like an extra small. And so if you're curious, there's also a purse on there and a pair of shoes. My name on there is Katie Carney 7, but I also have the link in my description. I put a couple new items up the other day and I'm putting more up this weekend because I just went through my clothes again today and I was like cutthroat. I was like, I do not want anything that I do not wear. There's a couple things that I'm gonna try on 1 or 2 more times, but you guys know me with stuff like that. Like I don't like to have too much stuff that I don't like use and love, you know? And so anyway, just wanted to let you guys know that I was going through my stuff and I put more stuff up on Poshmark. And then, oh, an exciting little purchase that I made is okay. Hold on, let me tell you something else first and then I'll get back into this little new purchase that I just made.
Hey guys, I want to interrupt myself really quickly to talk about something pretty awesome. A lot of you guys have heard me talk about Skillshare in the past, but if you haven't, they're an online learning community with thousands of classes in super fun topics like writing, photography, videography, even lifestyle. And so right now, if you feel like you're in a creative rut, if you want to learn something new for a hobby, learn something new for a new business, or for your current business, Skillshare probably has a video that would really be helpful. And so a class that I've been enjoying is called Creative Nonfiction, Write the Truth with Style by Susan Orlean. And some of you guys might know that I've been a writer for most of my life. And I think it's really cool to seek education even about things that you've been doing for a while because there's always room for growth. And so if you're interested in checking out Skillshare to see if there are some classes that might help you, Skillshare is giving away a free trial of their premium membership to the first 1,000 people who click on the link in my description. And after that, it's only around $10 a month. So I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to whatever else I was doing.
So I want to thank Skillshare again for sponsoring this video, and I want to thank you guys too for watching this sponsored content, for maybe clicking on the links or even purchasing anything that I recommend. It really does mean a lot to me and my business. It is what helps me fund my business and doing these videos for you guys. So I really appreciate anyone who's just watching these videos. And if you click on it, that's great. If not, I totally understand. But anyway, I want to show you one thing that I purchased really quickly, because I feel like I'm kind of in that mode of out with the old, in with the new. But it's more out with the old, in with one or two new things, and then that's it. Just kind of getting rid of a ton of stuff. Again, especially with my clothes, there's one pair of jeans that I got rid of that I know that I'm going to repurchase in the size that fits me, because I love them so much. They just don't fit me anymore. And so I'm gonna add a few more things to my wardrobe or whatever. But anyway, one in with the new thing that I was excited to buy was this book called 30 Days to Understanding the Bible by Max Anders. I haven't started it yet, or Max Anders. I haven't started it yet, but I'm really excited to get into it because you guys know that I'm a Christian and that I gave my life to Jesus when I was 28. I think I was 28. I think it was 5.5 years ago. It was January, so almost 6 years ago, I guess. And I know with most Christians, most people who believe in anything really, I suppose, you kind of go in waves in terms of how much you're paying attention to it, or the intensity of your belief, or how much you're focusing on it. You guys know I talk about focus a lot. And I especially think if you're a Christian that it's really important to focus on God. I mean, that's a very obvious thing, but I think it's super important. And I realized recently that I have not been studying my Bible as much. I have not been praying as much. And so about a week ago, I was talking to someone who's a Christian as well. And we just got into a deep discussion about how I want to focus differently than I am. And one of the ways that I wanted to do that was to get this book, because I've read the Bible, not the whole thing. I don't think I've read the whole thing. I don't know as much as I want to. And so speaking of Skillshare, entertainment can just be fun and lighthearted. But I think it's also just good if you have the mental space and if you feel, you can do something like this right now to learn something new, or to hone your skills with something that you already know, and to dive into things that are important to you. And so anyway, I wanted to just get this book. It's essentially, I think it's a chapter a day. It's 30 Days of the Bible. The whole idea was 15 minutes a day, and you can learn kind of all the the basic ideas of it. Unlock scripture in 15 minutes a day, it says. So yeah, I'm just excited to read this. And there's also notes and quizzes and stuff. And anyway, so I'm excited about this book. I'm excited about that Skillshare class. Yeah, I think again, I watch a lot of TV and stuff, and I love lighthearted entertainment. I absolutely do. But I also feel, for me, it's good to push myself and to learn things as well. I don't want a life that's just easy and breezy and lighthearted and whatever. I don't want that to be my full life. I want that to be some part of my life, sure, to have fun part. But I also want a lot of my life to be learning and growing as a person. And so yeah, I'm just making little changes here and there of, again, out with the old mindsets, out with the old clothes that don't fit you. If you have clothes that don't fit you, don't keep them. Unless you know you're gonna fit into them soon, don't keep them. It's just gonna make you feel bad about yourself. It's so unnecessary. But yeah, out with all the bad crap that you don't need to focus on. There's always some bad stuff that you need to focus on, but anything else that you don't need to, get it out. And then anything good that can come in, focus on that. So out with the old, in with the new. That's what I've just kind of been thinking about today. Out with the clothes that don't fit, out with the negative mindset, out with the people who bring me down, out with focusing on the world, not focusing on God. I'm just kind of sick of it. Do you ever get just sick of yourself, where you just want to tell yourself shut up, stop? Do you ever get like that? I'm kind of feeling like that lately. There's just a couple of things in my life that I'm oh, this is so dumb, just stop. And so I think making too many changes at once, you're gonna get overloaded. But something like getting rid of all the clothes that don't fit you, that's a manageable thing. Being you know what, I watch 4 hours of TV every night before I go to bed. Maybe I'll watch 3 hours and spend an hour learning something. There are easy first steps so that a goal or a change in your life won't seem too overwhelming. But anyway, I'm gonna go for a second and then I'll chat with you guys in a little bit.
Hey guys, so I didn't record myself organizing my clothes, but these are the 2 piles of clothes that I'm keeping. And then there's also a couple pairs of like comfy shorts and stuff in a drawer that I'm keeping. So this is what I'm keeping. And then this little pile here, I'm gonna go through. These are kind of like my maybes that I wanna try on. And then this pile is what I'm going to be adding to my Poshmark. So a couple pairs of jeans, a couple shirts. These are the jeans that I'm gonna repurchase in my size because I love them so much. These are the Topshop Jamie jeans. So they're skinny and they have like the ripped knee. I love these pants, but they're just the tiniest bit too tight. And so I'm gonna buy the size up and I'm going to sell those hopefully to one of you guys. But yeah, with like the level of like out with the old, I almost just got angry about like, again, like sometimes I just get like, Katie, why are you doing this? Like, why are you holding on to stuff? Or why are you thinking that way? Or why are you letting this get to you? You know, like sometimes you just get aggravated with yourself why something is happening that you could potentially change. So anyway, that's why I seemed a little angry. Like I even went through my underwear and my bras and got rid of like 8 pairs of underwear. Cause I'm like, I don't like how these fit me. I don't like how they feel. They're not comfortable or whatever. It's like, why do I have them? Like, it's just like so unnecessary. So I got rid of all that. Those I threw out obviously. But yeah, I also went through a bunch of like my hair products and my skincare and stuff. And I got rid of like a full bag of hair products and skincare and body products and stuff that I don't like or that are expired. And so obviously like I'm throwing out those. But yeah, I'm just in that mode. I'm in that mode of like, get everything out. And that's really it for me. The things that I do like to organize every few months, because you guys just saw me organize like my clothes and my makeup and stuff like right before I left Charleston, like 4 months ago. But I like to do this every 3-4 months or so, because sometimes I accumulate stuff and I just like don't even realize it. And so yeah, so I already went through all my makeup and my skincare and stuff and my clothes. So I'm basically done with like the new declutter. But yeah, I'm in that mindset. I'm in that mindset of like out with the old and in with the new a little bit, but I don't mean that as like I'm just gonna buy everything new, because that's unnecessary and I don't need to do that. It's more in with the new mindset and in with the new appreciation for what you already have, and in with the new like being excited with what you have, being grateful. Like in with the new does not always mean spending a lot of money, but I am going to repurchase those Jamie jeans. I am gonna do that. And I think before I said there was like 1 or 2 things I wanted to buy. The other thing is sports bras, because mine do not fit anymore. So I'm gonna buy like 1 or 2 a size up, because I don't wear them very often. But yeah, all right. Oh, one more thing in terms of out with the old and with the new, in terms of things that we can declutter, because decluttering, like I was talking about before, is not just physical. It's thoughts in your head, it's people you're focusing on, stuff like that. One more thing that I think I talked about on Instagram the other day, I think. You can declutter who you follow on social media. And I really recommend you do, because I'm sure that there's some people that you follow on Instagram just to make fun of them, or who make you jealous when you look at them, or who make you angry or anything like that. And that's just such an unnecessary thing that we are allowing in our lives. Some things happen that we do not allow, they just happen. But who we click on follow or subscribe or befriend or whatever other titles there are, we get to choose that. And so I even the other day went through who I was following on Instagram, and I unfollowed like 12 people. And not because they're bad, not because I hate them, not because they're doing anything wrong, but just because their content does not align with what I want to see. And so that is where I just was like, okay, I'm gonna unfollow them. And that's like a super easy thing to do, but sometimes we just kind of forget, because we think of some social media as so mindless, but it really is affecting us. And so if you are watching someone who every time you watch them, you're like, ugh, or you make fun of them or something, unfollow them. You have better stuff to focus on. You have more positive stuff to focus on. You have more helpful things and more kind things to focus on. And again, it's not because they're doing anything wrong. It's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's just not everyone is meant to speak about or do the things that align with everyone else, and that's okay. So I just wanted to remind you that while you're doing a physical declutter, to do a mental one and a social media one as well. It's so important. All right, dinner's in like an hour. Do you guys ever like get ready a little bit too early and then you're just like sitting around and then somehow you still end up late?
I don't. I'm actually pretty good at being on time because I know that being late really bothers me. And so I'm pretty good at being on time. But no, I just have like almost an hour before I have to leave. And I'm like, well, I'm ready. So now what? But yeah, I guess I'll just organize a little bit more. And then I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Guess, just take a guess. Which one of us completely forgot to record at the pizza place? I completely forgot until I got back to my car, or when I was walking to my car with the rest of my pizza in a pizza box. And I was like, oh crap, I forgot to record. I'm sorry. I just figured I wanted a slice before bed anyway, so I figured I would record now. I went to Italia Pizza, which is in East Nashville. It's one of my favorite pizza places, especially like in Nashville. They have really good gluten-free pizza. I just got a plain cheese with extra cheese. And I just put a little sriracha in the pizza box to dip. I usually fold my pizza. I'm from New York. It's like a law there. Anyway, so I went to Italia, got some pizza, and then I went across the street to Urban Cowboy, which is like a cute little, mildly creepy looking, but like cute creepy, does that make sense? Type of like hotel thing. But then in the back, there's a bar that's like very like speakeasy kind of vibes. And it's really, really cool. So I went to that bar after pizza and now I'm home. And that's it. That's my whole day. And hold on, I need one more little bite. Let me know in the comments if you're still even watching this video. Let me know if you guys eat cold pizza. I love cold pizza. I love it. I love it. I used to be someone who didn't really eat leftovers very much, but now I'll eat leftover like cold cheeseburgers, cold tacos, cold pizza. Like I love it all. Let me know in the comments if you're like a leftovers person. I never used to be. I guess it kind of depends on the place, but all right. I guess I'm just gonna go. I just wanted to hang out with you guys a little bit today. While I was organizing and stuff. I'll stop talking with food in my mouth, hold on. Especially with my digestive issues, I do chew a lot. I mean, you're supposed to anyway. You're supposed to chew a lot anyway, but I chew like extra, and it's not even really conscious. I think I've been doing it for a while. I really make sure that I chew my food before I swallow it, because it does help your digestion. But anyway, I guess I'm just gonna go. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you for watching. Also, let me know in the comments, besides if you eat leftovers. 3 things, ready? Let me know if you eat leftovers. Let me know if you fold your pizza. And also let me know if you're doing any version of out with the old, in with the new. Oh, make sure that you're subscribed and follow me on Instagram as well. And thanks again for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. I love you, Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.